Hi, everybody. I'm Bill Sanders, and this is Watch Art Sci, the art and science of watch collection. Today, what I want to do is talk about a relatively new watch called the Hermès H08. This watch it's 39 by 39, so it's a square watch. With those dimensions, it ought to fit a lot of wrists. I'll put it that way. It's a kind of watch that seems to be very versatile, and that's one thing I like about it. It's versatile in the sense that not only can you get different versions of it, but it's also just the way it looks. It's something that, well, you could wear it for a sporty event. You could wear it as an office watch. You could even get dressed up and, wear it on a date or something. So it's sort of like a utility infielder, a lot of different roles that it can play. Now, there are a number of different versions in terms of the prices because of different materials, different bands, and so forth. These two are the one on the left is satin brushed titanium it's coated with a black matte DLC. So it's got I like the looks of it a lot. Now the one next to it has the band. It has a titanium bracelet, and essentially it's the same watch with the same movement and the same dial and so forth. But it has the metal bracelet. It's about $350 more than the one with the fabric bracelet or fabric band on it. Now here are a couple more. The very bottom of the line is a satin brushed titanium watch with a rubber band on it. This is to me it just looks like a really cool watch for especially if you're really active and stuff. That rubber bands are excellent for that. The one next to it is a graphite composite watch, $8,900. So you can see the difference between 5,500 for on the sort of base level, and 8,900 if you want to get a much fancier version of the same watch. The movement is an Hermès 1837, and the 1837 was really the first in-house movement for Hermès. Gee whiz, a number of years ago, Hermès bought 25% interest in Vaucher. Vaucher is a movement maker generally associated with Parmigiani. They make excellent movements. And with that, they're able to get a lot of different kinds of things that they want, rather than just getting off the shelf. However, the off-the-shelf Hermès movements are excellent movements, and so that's it. They win either way. Either they can use an off-the-shelf one, or they can have one design. In fact, they did. I think it's called a 1917 or something. The H1917. It is one of the off-the-shelf movements by Hermès or by Vaucher for Hermès. Now this one is different. This is unique, and it's not an off-the-shelf. It was done to their specs from the get-go. It's got a 50-hour reserve, which is about a 2-day reserve, I guess, a good 2-day reserve. But it's got a double barrel mainspring in it, and so you wind it up, but you're moving all day, so it stays wound. I don't think you'd have problems with this kind of that setup. If you wore it every day to work, for example, it would stay pretty well wound. The double barrel is set up in series, which means that after the first one unwinds, the second one kicks in 4 hertz. It's not what you'd call a real exciting movement, but it's a good, I don't want to use the term workhorse, but that's what I'm thinking of. Just a good movement that's not super fancy, but a very functional one for an automatic movement, for a watch you're really going to be using. One of the little things, and to me, it's sometimes if you take care of the details, sometimes they take care of a lot of other things. And one detail I like on this watch is that the fonts on the date window match the fonts on the dial. And one of the things I've always liked about Hermès watches, they have some of the most interesting fonts. They have somebody, they have a font maker who designs different fonts for them, and this one has a unique font set, which I think is sort of cool. But they also made sure that the date window had the same fonts as well. Anyway, this was a watch I thought some of you may be interested in. It's sort of the top of the low end or the bottom of the middle end of luxury watches. Uh, and it's a versatile one. This is how come I think it's important to take a look at. I wouldn't have known about this had it not been for one of the Watch Art size subscribers. So I thank you for that. And this is an invitation to subscribe if you like. And until next time, this is Bill Setters for Watch Art Sci, the art and science of watch collection.